like she's starting 2018 in a good way. All sorts of problems over the last couple of years for Bianca, who won a medal back in 2014, which was probably her best year for a while, and since then has struggled to hit those heights. But she's got some very good competitors against her here. There's Bianca, and was third at the UK Championships, but Darren Nita has had to pull out, so Bianca gets the slot. Javianne Oliver, well, she's a great story. A broken toe last year after a very good start to the season last year. Missed an awful lot of time, but has come back with a bang. A big personal best, 7:02. Heads the world rankings, the American. A new name to get used to. Way of China's in 4. Then we've got a more familiar name, Michelle Lee Ai of Trinidad and Tobago. Still only 25. Seems though Michelle's been around quite a while. 7:16, her best this season. Semenukskaya from Belarus, 21-year-old. Kiara Neville of Ireland, only 18. Great experience for her. English junior champion at this distance. And then Okperebo of Norway, the Norwegian record holder. And has not been far off her best so far this indoor season. A very good start at Okperebo. So Bianca Williams, it's not difficult qualifying really, except she's got quite a tough heat here. The first 3 to go through, and then the next fastest, the 6 fastest losers to the semi-finals. But with Ai, with Okperebo and Javianne Oliver getting in the top 3 here, would be, it looks a tall order for Bianca Williams. So she's just going to have to concentrate running a good, strong race, be as quick as she can, and see if that's good enough to advance. Oliver is now 6th on the US all-time list at this event. So that gives you an indication of how good that 7:02 is. Oh, Oliver got completely left. Bianca Williams got a cracking start. Now Oliver getting there. So is Ai, and on this side, Okperebo. Okperebo wins it, Ai, and Oliver just gets ahead of Williams. What a terrible start. One thing you've got to say about Oliver, she has no experience at this level, and I just wonder whether nerves got the better of her there. Okperebo, very experienced. So is Michelle Lee Ai. Bianca Williams got out brilliantly, or maybe it just looked even better, Colin, because of the terrible start by the American. But Bianca 4th there, and she'll have to wait and see if that's quick enough.
Yeah, I think all eyes were on Oliver when we were expecting really a strong performance by her. Announced herself here in Europe, but she slept in the blocks. Nothing really happened, and then she had to work so hard to pull herself back into the frame. Took her a long time to get onto the shoulder of Bianca Williams, but when she did there, she just eased herself through to get to that qualifying position. Look at that from that head-on position. Terrible, terrible spot. But the more experienced athletes to her right, centre field, of course, I taken that really, really well. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is a rude awakening for the American. US champion, we know she's got skills. 7:02 tells us that. And let's just think about it. Let's see that she's got that under her belt, Steve. She's now just realised, okay, I'm at the World Championships. Now that is done. I've got to refocus for that semi-final. There's Bianca Williams. Nice head-on for her. I wonder how she's feeling.
All right, we'll talk to Bianca in a second, but the next to her, 0.288, the Americans' reaction time. Bianca just run out, 7:31 her time. She's with JJ.
Bianca 4th there, 2 100ths away from 3rd. You got a smile on your face. How do you feel about your performance?
I don't know. No, it was all right. I only found out I was coming here on Monday, so everything's just been a bit fast forward and unprepared. So I just thought to come out here, enjoy it, which I have, and just embrace the atmosphere, you know. I've never done one of these before, so yeah.
As you say, you stepped in because Darren Nita pulled out at the last minute. What has that been like, trying to focus yourself for such a big occasion?
Again, just really fast forward. Like I left some of my kit at home. Like I just didn't know what was happening. Luckily, I brought the race kit. But yeah, everything's just been so crazy. But I think that's a good thing. So yeah.
It's not automatic qualifying. You're going to have to wait to see what happens. But are you feeling confident with that time? I
don't know. There's some quick girls coming next. So fingers crossed. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm here. I'm having fun. I've enjoyed it. I would love to run again tonight, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I've got Commonwealth Games in a few months. So yeah, I'm just having fun.
As you say, hopefully we're back here for the semi-final later.
Yeah.
What's the process between now and then?
I want to go home and sleep. Oh, if that's what you meant. Like, yeah, go home and sleep, have some lunch, and just recharge for later on.
Brilliant. Well, we hope to see you back later.
Me too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 7:31, not the quickest after we've been talking about quick times. That heat, not that fast. Anyway, Bianca will have to wait and see. The winning time, 7:22. And one thing I will tell you, Gabby, that I think Javianne Oliver is definitely not going to be my pick for the Star of the Future yet.
You can't just go through events eliminating people, Steve, until we get to the end of the day. You actually have to be positive about this.
I have picked one. I'll let you know in a minute.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to actually just clear up a little bit from those 60-metre hurdles heats in the pentathlon. Oh, it's an occupational hazard, isn't it? Let's get out to Tony Minicello, who's been crunching the numbers for us. And what do they tell us?
Well, that great start for Kat. 8:36 equals season's best. She was struggling with her left hip at the national championships, so withdrew from the championships. We may see that a little bit if you watch it again. The foot turns out a little bit, so that maybe affected her speed. And also, I think the Americans are suffering because they only came in on Wednesday. So to them, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So sprinting fast at 6 o'clock in the morning is difficult for them to do. So she's on par. It's a superb start for her. It's the season's best. She's on for 4,800. The American has lost 20 points or more on her sprint hurdles. So, yeah, a great start.
Thank you very much, Tony. It won't be long before we see them back out here again, those pentathletes. But let's go out for the second of the 60-metre heats, and this one features Elaine Thompson, of course, the double Olympic champion, and the double silver medalist from London as well, Marie-Josee Talou. And this one is all Andrew Cotter's.
There is Elaine Thompson. And there is the lineup for this second of 6 heats. Amy Foster, Thompson, Jimenez, Kilbasinska, Talou, Santos, Jacobs, and Al-Alawi. So with 6 heats and Bianca Williams running 7:31 as the fastest loser in the first heat, it's going to be close. There is Amy Foster, a lot to prove at the moment, a lot of points to prove from Newton Ards just east of Belfast. Beat the Irish record at the Irish Indoors a couple of weeks ago. Not selected by Northern Ireland for the Commonwealth Games though, even though she'd met all the qualifying standards and criteria there. Elaine Thompson, well received, not quite showing her best in Glasgow last weekend. Isadora Jimenez of Chile, Chilean record holder over 100 and 200. Kilbasinska of Poland has just won the Polish indoor title over 200 meters. Marie-Josee Talou, well, 7 wins from 8 races indoors this year. Just not quite at her best at Berlin right at the start of the year, but apart from that, pretty near perfect. Rosangela Santos ran poorly in Glasgow last weekend, but a decent win in Lievan in northern France before that. Jolene Jacobs of Namibia goes in lane 7. And then on the outside, the 20-year-old from Oman, who is there, I promise, Mazoun Al-Alawi. And there she is. So Amy Foster, interesting in lane 1. She really is running with points to prove. She said she was devastated not to be selected by Northern Ireland for the Commonwealth Games. Felt heartbroken, unbelievably let down, and then ran so well at the Irish Indoors to beat the Irish Indoor record. She's alongside Elaine Thompson, though, the Olympic champion over 100 and 200 in Rio. But Marie-Josee Talou is flying this season already, and she goes in lane 5. 3 to go through automatically to tonight's semi-finals, and 6 fastest losers over the 6 heats. Well, it's a good start this time by Elaine Thompson, who's running strongly now, and Marie-Josee Talou coming through, and it's Thompson and Talou just about together with also Kilbasinska in the middle. Those are the 3 who go through 7:18. And Marie-Josee Talou, once she got into her running, I think she's probably quite keen to keep her near perfect record. Winning is a good habit to have, and Marie-Josee Talou running well, but good to see Elaine Thompson running a little bit better than she did last weekend. Such a talent, but indoors sometimes she's not necessarily at her best. But Marie-Josee Talou, very, very impressive.
Yes, Andrew, I think when it comes to major championships now, you've got to really bin all the previous performances. Lots of different nerves come into play, stresses, strains, pressure of the event. And of course, we've seen Elaine Thompson do it at the biggest stage, 2 Olympic titles. But Talu, she's done well all season, and I think she'll want to keep doing that.
I mean, the 3 who go through automatically, Rosangela Santos in 4th. The time to look out for, which we can confirm now, is 100th slower than Bianca Williams, so good for Williams going forward. But Marie-Josee Talu, the determination to get in for that drive, the start and the pickup is very, very impressive from Talu.
Yes, nice, small, compact runner, well suited for indoors. Gets out the blocks well, works hard, always keeps nice and focused, which I like to see. Work hard into the line. You know, she'll wake up during the rounds and be a little bit quicker come the semi-final, and of course, she's one of the big favourites for that final.
So Talu with the victory, Thompson going through automatically. A personal best from Kilbasinska. Good run by the Polish athlete to go through as one of those 3 automatic qualifiers. And Santos, as mentioned, just 100 slower than Bianca Williams, so Williams still in pole position as one of the fastest losers.
Well, coming up in a moment in Heat 3, we will see Daphne Schippers, twice a world champion at 200 meters, and she has medaled across 3 world championships in total. You think perhaps as a 200-meter specialist that the 60 meters might not be the strongest event for her, but she's been out competing indoors this winter and she'll have high hopes here. She spoke to JJ Chalmers.
I love to compete in the UK.